still gonna be shorter than like most live games.
Okay, so on player 2 side, we've got SneakyDragon playing Vesper in the blue, up against Sedgehun playing Lytra in the teal. So these colors won't be confusing whatsoever, but I'm sure we'll be okay.
Ooh,
It's funny
I
because
like.
since it was played on Quickplay, their timer both says like 0 all the time, so we don't know like when they run out. I mean, I guess it will be visible when they run out of time, but we don't know like how low they are into their turn.
Oh yeah, because it will just constantly show 0 on the replay. That's not ideal, but I guess like, you know, we'll have a rough idea. But I guess for people coming in, this was a quick play match that happened like 2 months ago, I think. And both of them were like, this is such a good match, this is like absolutely legendary, and they kept the lobby open. It is possible to keep quick play lobbies open, but you have to grab the lobby code before the match even starts. So, but yeah, they were both able to do that, and we're seeing this game, and we will apparently see a bit later that the turn timer of like 2.5 minute cap is like going to be a real issue. But in the meantime, what do you think of these openings so far?
I mean, they're not like the more meta openings we developed in Test Your Metal, but like they do the job, you know. I guess Sneaky is probably a bit ahead because their commander is in position to attack, but Sedgehun also like has more defense prepared.
Ooh,
Oh, and
Whiting
Sedgehun
Seal.
is doing the me thing where I'm gonna sacrifice a sword to like mess up the entire like momentum of your commander.
I still don't think this is correct. Anyway,
No,
early
but
dragon, good on this map.
yeah, but think of the value. Like you deny the commander like decapping the fortified village this turn, but also next turn, and then the turn after that, probably you'll have defense. So like that sword basically gave you 600 gold, right?
Yeah, it's. But it's also an early sword, right? Which is a lot, and you'll never get back the unit count.
Ah, well, you can just build one merfolk and that's it.
I guess.
We'll see.
But also you might lose something because you've lost the unit count. Anyway, an early maneuver, switching the CO.
Yeah, they're looks like they are like investing into the water pretty early. Like double riverboat harpoon from Sneaky.
Triple riverboat actually on the right hand side.
Ooh.
Usually you want to go for 2. 1 is too little, 3 is too much.
Well, I mean, last turn was the dragon turn, so you probably don't have the money for a harpoon.
Fair. Well, they can like not build something from there and save, I guess.
Yeah, and I guess at this point the unit count is built up so fast that like you don't even really have time to think. You're just like all of your time that you have to think about your turn is basically while your opponent is taking their turn.
Yeah, this will not be like the game where you see some incredibly smart strategic moves. You don't have time for strategy.
I mean, I think strategy you can like mostly think of during your opponent's turn. It's more like the precise tactics you won't have time for.
I mean, you can do strategy in your opponent's turn, but nothing particularly deep in like 2 minutes, right? Surely. I
Well, it
mean,
depends what we mean about strategy, but yeah. Like for
Yeah.
example, you can decide to just go double harpoon ship early, pretty fast.
you can decide to do this before you start the match.
There we go. I mean, strategy does rely a lot on like map knowledge and experience.
I guess that's fair too. You can see decent strategy just because the players are like advanced. So
Oh wow, nice hit on that water village actually. I guess like the knight is kind of sacrificed, but there's a harpoon ship there.
No,
So
you get early value from the harpoon ship actually by doing that. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, that harp
looks
you can
like
put
they are kind of just waiting for the water to do something and break the fronts, because right now they haven't, like, they don't really have. I guess they're just posturing for the
Ooh,
moment.
harpy crits the knight anyway.
Yeah, on beach that's gonna kill.
I actually didn't know that interaction worked out that way. I knew it did in river, but yeah, beach is no joke.
It looks like
And I guess that might
they're
be like,
fighting.
that's a slightly favorable trade for like Sneaky, right? Because it's like same value 1-for-1 UC, but like um for you lose a tower
Well,
unit
I
for a
mean,
Rax unit.
Sedgehun got a village, so I prefer Sedgehun here.
Oh yeah, but, would he have gotten the village anyway? I guess he would have gotten it this turn, so like wins 100 gold from the exchange, I guess, right?
Yeah. Also makes your harpoons go and like riverboats go faster towards the tower. But
True,
yeah,
true, yeah.
right that started, Sedgehun's gonna eat a hit on the dragon with that, like, to take out a harpoon. But I mean, like, Sneaky's invested so much in the water that I think, doing that is probably very fine.
Yeah, I mean, there's now 3 dragons on the right hand side of the map for Sedgehun, so taking out
Like,
one harpoon ship so that you can then just flood naval, like overwhelm the naval, is actually really powerful.
I see
yeah,
a lot of
these
swords.
are a bunch of like attacks that kind of only happen because it's quick play, I guess. Because like unit count in quick play when you go above a certain amount isn't like as valuable as in other time formats because of the way the timer works. So like if you have too many units, you can't just move them all like effectively. So that means like every unit past the amount you can move effectively every turn.
Is less valuable.
Yeah, you can. I mean, you don't just throw them away, but like Sneaky did a bunch of attacks last turn, which you probably wouldn't see Sneaky doing in other time formats, like the
Yeah.
swords into the spear crits. I guess having the Vesper groove is nice too.
Yeah, I think initially this wasn't supposed to be a Vesper groove, because if it was, then he might have thrown it first and saved some HP on that sword, for example.
Well, you also don't have like the most time to calculate the Vesper groove and stuff, I
True,
guess.
but you can throw it and then just whack stuff.
Yes.
Um, I'm thinking more like it's what you said at the start. Like Sneaky wanted to just trade a few units, just trade down, and then realized later, oh, I've actually attacked too much. Now I need to actually not lose all my army.
I mean, they did like grab some space too, and now like they're close to their water units. It's gonna be pretty annoying for Sedgehun to fight, and it's also gonna be pretty annoying if Sedgehun wants to actually defend the right water side. Because like everything you send at the water is also gonna have to deal with the land.
I
It's kind of
guess, but
funny.
it's like closer to your axis, and you've got all your stuff there too.
Yep.
So I don't
I
think
mean,
Sneaky can take any more ground there. He can hold the area he has, though, probably.
three harpoons warship.
Oh, going forward. Actually trying to go forward. Okay. We'll see how this works.
Kraken too.
Oh, it didn't see the Kraken. Always nice. Oh, the archer gets decent hit.
Okay. Massive archer value.
Yeah.
Took out a riverboat attacking harpoon ships. Ah, the one who found that must be like really proud of themselves. But Sedgehun's gonna. I mean, yeah, Sneaky just kind of went right, so Sedgehun's gonna do the thing where you don't interact with Vesper. I mean, Vesper doesn't have groove, but it's the same idea.
It's not
Like-
just a Vesper thing, right? Just go where your opponent isn't. It's free.
Yeah, well, sometimes fighting is also nice, but not here. I like how Sedgehun is just buying a lot of air every turn while he still can.
I mean, air also like. Not only will it be locked soon, it's also one of the things that can hit both land and naval, right? So.
Yep,
And now it's
Alright.
gone.
not gonna build anytime soon now. Although, I mean, if you have enough dragons, you know, you have one per harpoon ship. And Sneaky invested a ton in that water, like.
Now all you need to do is to alpha strike the harpoon ships
In
to win.
theory, Sedgehun should be favored in any, like, land fight. Vesper doesn't even have groove, so. Strategically, like, Sedgehun should really be going in on. Well, he's going in on the water, I guess.
And Setsun has both mills, which is a lot if he can keep them. Oh yeah, going in, but not hitting the poon ships. So
Is Lytra charging a tier 2 or.
Elytra's at tier 2 for a little while now.
Yeah.
That's a lot of.
That golem is. I don't know why it went there, but it certainly did.
it's slightly covered like by stuff, like the
Yeah,
other
it's covered by
dragons and
stuff that
knights.
can die, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's like that gif, right, where the guy's like, "That's bait." He really is like the ultimate bait golem. It's got like a mage nearby. It's got like 2 dragons and a knight. Actually, 2 knights that cover it. So
I don't know if it's paid, but it's certainly not free, right?
yeah, and oh, wow, the barracks goes down.
Alright.
And grabbing the dragon. Never seen that before, right?
I mean, it's more expensive than a harpoon ship, so it has to be worse, right? If you're doing the same thing. You're not even killing the dragon.
No, I'm just
Alright.
saying, I'm reminded
See,
of our.
the golem is free because this happens.
I mean, it's not free because this happened. It cost the Vesper group.
Yeah, like it forced the Vesper groove, and you know there was
I
some
guess
counter attack damage. So.
you force the Vesper groove over there, which means like Vesper can't groove on the right, but you don't really have the units to hit the right. Ah, you have a dragon with this groove, I guess. There you go.
Oh, that was sick.
If only
Oh,
there
can
wasn't
you
like
kill the
another...
arm? No, arm is way too tanky. Every
close.
time.
Has the arm been nerfed since then?
I don't think so.
Nah.
I mean, maps have nerfed. I mean, we see less Krakens on maps, I guess. Krakens got nerfed though.
Yeah, the price. Right.
I think they took a little bit more damage from land there.
Oh,
Yeah, I guess the
Right.
arm will take more damage because Kraken takes more damage in general.
Ooh, putting a warship on a beach is... I mean, I guess you get that crit bonus, but... It's near a lot of things that can hit it. Oh, wow.
Not a lot of things that can hit that Kraken though.
Oh, that's true.
oh.
Ooh, that's,
Are there
uh,
no dragons left?
That's looking really nice for Sneaky, this push.
Yeah, that's a lot of
His
damage.
land army is kind of dead though.
Yeah, I mean, on the other side it's rough, but like your barracks are there, so eventually it's gonna get better. Surely.
I mean, even the land army Vesper has with her is like, what, 2 spears, a mage, a trooper, a sword, and a 4 health dog, and the wagon, I guess. mean,
Yeah, I
naval
guess
is
in
nice.
this situation you probably don't want to put your warship on a beach because like nothing can really hit the water. Like Sedgehun is even building a dragon under the harpoon ships because he needs that to deal with the water. Yeah, pretty good. Like the wall here. I think Vesper's gonna have to go back. The water is not dealt with though.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. You need to retreat your land forces, and then the naval will not be able to push by itself. Not forever, at least.
Yeah, these like I mean the 4 harpoon ships are nice, but they're not nice against the things that they're having to fight against right now. Oh, good
I
pickup
mean,
on that.
Golem is gonna be there. I guess maybe Golem. I mean, the Golem, like, there's a few dragons on the field, and like, Golem is probably not the best against Lytra. But the dragons are kind of busy, like, dealing with the water, anyways, so it's not that bad. The mages take the riverboat out.
Here goes nothing.
And Sneaky has played 2 groups. Sedgehun still hasn't. Oh no, he played one. I forgot
Yeah, he
about.
played one.
Oh, it only changed the dragon's position, right? So it can hit a harpoon and then like die.
The army back too. So I guess like preserved their army a bit with that.
I think the army could have retreated enough anyway.
And there was a bunch of spears, so it's not like a free retreat.
I guess. I didn't like count tiles to see enough. But anyway, it wasn't like a huge value group.
See, now Sneaky gets a frog. Now the real water units are being built.
Oh, and there's a rifle too. You know what that means?
And there's
right?
2 rifles.
Oh, I didn't notice the other rifle. Where is it?
There's one above the golem.
Coming at you
Ooh.
live.
Yeah, that's the one.
Sedgehun really likes to do this, you're getting small tactical plays with Lytra tier 1.
I guess that's decent value. Yeah.
Yeah, dragon gets to come forward, pick off
And I
something.
mean, I guess if you don't do it, then your opponent never like doesn't get scared of the tier 1, right? So you gotta do it sometimes, at least.
And it's pretty cheap, so you get to do it, right? Oh, and the archer finally. Oh wait, there was another
Yeah, there's
archer.
been a few archers, they just kind of die to the warships.
Oh wow, that rifle hitting from all the way across the map. Which I guess is what they do, but you just like didn't even see that one in the bushes up there.
Yeah, that's the one I missed.
That's where you wish you picked Sedgehun's collar instead.
Exactly.
Earlier, like the Kraken got that camo bonus from blue, but I guess the rifle didn't need the camo bonus to to surprise.
I'm actually very impressed that Sedgehun has kept that barge alive for 20 turns.
Yeah,
I
with all
mean,
the dragons
Sneaky
going.
invested like a lot into water, and what kills that barge is usually a dragon.
Sneaky did get like an early dragon, but not like
Yeah,
10 early dragons like Sedgehun.
but it didn't kill the barge.
Yep. What did it? I forget.
Oh, and there Sneaky has to be really careful about how they move their naval because
Well, I mean, all these harpoon ships are funny and all, but harpoon ships only attack air. So if you kill everything but the harpoon ships, nothing's gonna happen afterwards. Like Sneaky's been building new riverboats now because
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
got cleaned up.
You need 2 river boats to justify a harpoon ship. That was the.
Yeah, I mean riverboats do a lot to buildings, but they also take a lot back.
Well, the
So
idea is
you
that
kind
they
of
kill
need
them and then
to
they take
take out
0
high
back.
HP buildings.
I guess there's a
Also-
point where the harpoon
get-
ships, like if you take the tower down, the harpoon ships just move around and like camp the port.
Or you don't take the tower out and you just lock it with the harpoon ships.
Oh, but you can
And
capture it yourself if you take it out.
Sure, I guess, and with the trooper unit, you could actually really fight the racks from the tower, which was pretty much impossible in Wargroove 1. Oh, why is there smoke? Oh, to protect the
Oh
dragon.
yeah, that's when that happens.
Oh, that's actually
It's like,
really
I
smart.
want a dragon, but I don't want it to die instantly.
I think they could have put the smoke a little bit more to cover the archers, though.
Oh no, it's not infinite range anymore.
Oh, you're right, actually. I forgot about that.
It's true. Should
Yep.
be lower, by the way. Please nerf.
I think it's like okay where it's at right now. I mean, Vesper is still super strong, but if you want to
I mean-
reduce her strength, I don't think the way to do it is by making her range super limited.
Yeah, I mean, looking back on like Sneaky's attack on all the barracks with warships and stuff, he's only got one warship left, and he's gotta be careful with it because he knows like Sedgehun is willing to sacrifice a dragon to take out a warship, and that's what Sneaky just did and used Guru for. Actually, I think if you bring a frog to the tower, you can build a dragon and pull it, and only one harpoon ship will be able to hit it. Or I guess you bring 2 frogs. And there we go. It's the counter water
Just bring
tower
like
lockdown.
20
thing.
frogs, right? And then like you have a few frogs to pull other frogs out of the way, so you can like infinitely pull the dragon, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you pull diagonally, you can pull forever.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
nice
there we
pick
go.
up.
Treb loses to warship.
That's a whoopsie.
Yeah, this is a quick play thing where you check the range and you don't have time to like check if that's really the range, but if like something can move out of the way or not, and then it could.
Or sometimes you don't have time to check the range at all and you just move stuff.
Yeah,
And then it
sometimes you
dies.
don't have time to move stuff.
That's
But
also.
yeah, they're building their armies back.
Oh, look, it got punished.
I mean, you know, if you have enough archers, you can fight warships too. Actually, it's way easier to do that in Wargroove 2 compared to 1. Well, I mean, first because other stuff can hit the warship on the beach, but also the warship's minimum range is now 3 instead of 2. So, like, that archer didn't just get destroyed by a counter, for example.
Nice.
Yeah, that would be a very dead archer in Wargroove 1.
And we see a frog just coming to support the tower and the racks. That's a nice way to kill warships, just like one-shot them by pulling them into land.
Actually, you could just bring a frog with the warship, then you get the warship crit and pull it off the beach.
Oh, that's smart, actually. Yeah, there's a lot of potential for frogs to support that we haven't really seen yet.
They're just hard to build because they are only support, they're not a key unit.
Yeah. I mean, I tried like spamming frogs, it doesn't work. As much as I would like to lie.
Yeah. You always want to have a frog, but you never need to have a frog, so you end up not building it.
I don't know why they did that in that order, but I guess that's Quickplay coming in, where like they just hit with the archer and took counter-attack damage when they didn't have to.
Yeah. Oh, the frog is going to defend. That's really funny, because it is one unit you want to defend your waterfront, You send a frog.
And I
Now
love that.
they have mass archers to defend their waterfronts, which is like, which works like once you get enough, I guess. Ooh, Rifle Frog gets a mage poke. Well, it's a bit more than a poke, but yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good damage. And I love that, like, this has just been very even across the entire game. Like, there was a lot
Yeah.
of pressure on that bottom right, but it's slowly getting shunted off. I mean, I guess, like, the big thing they have in common is they both just have all these harpoon ships left over.
I mean, I do like that the heavy water investment is not a hard win con.
Yeah, even, like, losing a barracks for a turn, like, hasn't set back Sedgehun, like, the game.
I guess it's like if someone's like turning up with 4 harpoon ships and a warship to that area, the answer is to just snipe the warship with a dragon and say, okay, now you spend the next 6 turns with the next warship bringing it over, and the harpoons do nothing.
You see, like, the slow chip death of the
Yeah,
harpoon
and
ships.
I guess once you've traded the dragon for the warship, then you can just use archers to make space for your tower.
Yeah? I mean, I
It's
guess...
a bit weird though. You don't really have a good answer to harpoon ships, right?
Yeah, I mean you don't kill them, but they don't shut down the tower anymore, which is all that matters really.
Yeah, I guess fair. I
Ooh,
guess the only
that-
way to really kill them is to bring your own naval over.
Or like have a billion.
Oh, and this is the
Oh.
funny groove.
Ooh, that's value.
Oh, wow.
Well, if they
That's
all
so
die, but-
big.
Like at least 2 are gonna die, right?
No, all 3
Yeah,
die.
Yeah,
All
3
3
die.
die.
They don't counterattack too.
Yeah,
That's
just
super
dead.
nice against golems. You don't have to worry about the crit counter.
I don't remember much about this game, but I do remember this groove. And I also remember that... I'm not gonna spoil. I remember another thing.
Massive value. And now, like, Sneaky, I guess you kind of feel forced to groove and counter here. But you don't really need to, because your army is really weak, so you're...
Yeah, you probably shouldn't attack this turn after you
Yeah.
just lost like...
And I mean, you get a rifle on the right, you get the fortified, so you probably go on the right side. Maybe, like, don't leave the archers in range of the warship, but that's quick play. They don't have enough time.
Oh, dragon gets touched.
The barge is down.
Oh, it took 27 turns, but it lived for quite some time, actually. Alright, Smoke Shard comes in.
Alright, Vesper Groove got the barge, massive.
And that's the moral victory right there.
Alright. Warship, is that the 4th warship from Sneaky now?
I'm not counting.
Because they had 2 at the start, and then both died. I think another one came over. This is the 4th.
Damn.
I love how they've just like completely run out of units to capture with on the left hand side. So that
Aw.
fortified is just gonna sit there.
And
that-
that's
that
why I
riverboat-
like swords instead of dogs. Look at those 2 dogs, then nothing.
I
Well, one of
mean,
them killed
the
the
sword
rifle.
doesn't one-shot rifle.
Ah, that's fair, I guess.
Also
Yeah.
would have died to the rifle, maybe. I like that riverboat came all the way over, and then the thief that was built like 3 turns afterwards reached the village before it. Now, is Sneaky someone who likes to trade a unit for the loaded thief? I wonder. That's very useful information.
I mean, just because he does or doesn't in Quickplay doesn't mean... Well,
I
not
guess not trading a unit if you do it that way.
Yeah.
No intel on Sneaky has been gained.
But yeah, I was about to say, just because he does or doesn't in
Just don't
this
use the
game
units.
doesn't mean that she will or won't in other games. Because this is turn 29 of a quick play match. They're both like super tired at this point, and
What? You're tired on turn 29?
I
I
think
mean also scrambling to move the units before their time
Look
runs
at
out.
the HP on these harpoon ships.
Oh,
Wow,
shit.
massive value. That riverboat went over to trade half its HP on the Kraken.
That's actually really good though, because Krakens really trade well into archers. So it does help that side quite a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it makes the archer trades better, but it's still funny that, like, the
What
harpoon
was
ship
that,
was
by the
built.
way? Sword just killed
It's a very
itself.
long time investment, I guess, just to get that.
I
And,
guess
oh,
that's
the
the
rifle is there too.
oh,
Oh,
I mean
no.
that shuts down night crits doing as much damage, so maybe that's the play.
I mean,
Was
this
that
is
night
clearly
crit?
Sedgehun, like, he's rearranging his formation, and then you don't have space for your sword anymore, so you just throw them away like that. Because you don't have
think-
time to move them all anyways, so might as well do something useful. See, Sneaky's not even finishing it off.
So it's gonna go up and like hit that frog or that mage or something there.
It's a poisoned sword. Sneaky's like, no, you keep moving that sword. What? Sedgehun is gonna suicide it next turn. He doesn't want that sword.
Oh, you
The
can
mode
capture
we're
the
having
village with it.
units. The mode we're having units is actually bad.
I mean, having too many units, Oh, massive frog value.
Massive sword value captures the village. Yep.
I think this is also the point where I started getting DMs from the players who were just like, I'm stuck in this quick play game, get me out. Oh, not an interaction you get to see very often. Warship crit on the golem. It's close to
mean-
killing it.
I mean, it's fine. Said just to
Oh,
like 3 golems
look.
up.
Another warship goes down to a dragon.
Another one bites the dust.
We've seen this is like not something you get to see that often. Archers being used as the primary building capturers. They're doing
I
all the
mean-
work on the left hand side.
I mean, you don't want swords, right? They're poisoned, so you use archers.
Surely this is correct. Dog dives one of them.
Yeah, I mean it's good gold value, and you don't want the unit count, so like, that dog isn't really going to achieve much else. You might as well like throw it away to do damage onto it. I mean, archers
Yeah.
are also going to be the thing that stops your harpoon ships. So
Oh. Well, warship crit the golem and then dies to knights.
That sword keeps getting value.
is it still alive?
No, but
Yeah.
another sword would have done the same anyways, right?
No other sword was in range to do the same.
Oh my god, that sword is still alive.
I mean,
Oh
here
no,
we
it died!
go.
Oh, that's
And
sad.
now the you trade a rifle for that sword now? Oh no.
See,
I guess you build a
you should have
warship
killed
behind
that
this?
sword. You should have killed it when you could.
I guess, don't kill your swords, even in quick play when you can't move them. I mean, I guess the correct thing would just be to put them in a corner until you need them and just don't move them. But I mean, yeah, that's.
I mean, the correct thing would be to like just get good and like play faster.
Oh, you're the one saying that. I see.
Of course, I'm the one saying it. That's what I've been trying to do for like years. I've been living it, and it's just.
I mean, I agree. Just move more units than your opponent, then you have to sacrifice less units.
Exactly. Just grow more fingers.
Oh. And now the golem's gonna get crit by warship again.
I mean, maybe you should have moved your army to support it, but do you have the time to do that?
Nah, that's
surprised the,
scary. Look at all these knights and the golems on the left. Like, you don't want to go near that. Oh.
Golems aren't scary. Sneaky's just gonna send them all into a Lytra group again.
I mean, Sedgehun only has one dragon. Never mind. On that side of the map, I should say.
Yeah. There are stuff that can kill golems. Like the Lytra group can instantly make one of them disappear, right? With a village,
Or
and
three.
another can. No, I meant like directly putting it on a village, and then.
Yeah, I mean, like, you could
And
have
then the other one can
as
get
well,
killed
you
by the
know?
dragon. So.
Like, if the golems go near to the pond in the middle, you can kind of get 3 with one groove.
Ooh, true. Forgot about. Yeah, there's also, the water in the middle.
Someone in Twitch chat, this match is still ongoing, and it's like, yeah, we've been watching your replay for this long.
Yeah, no, this is lifetime almost. This is pretty much a live action replay, right?
No, they were in
Nah.
this match for like 3 hours at least.
I mean, but at this point they have to move super fast anyways. So this is how fast they were moving, right?
Almost,
Like,
yeah.
it's not a live game, but it's a real time replay. Almost.
We've only been here for like an hour
Oh, the archer count is dwindling.
or less.
Surely this means the harpoons can move up. Oh no!
I mean, that's just enough that the dragon won't
Wait.
die.
There's a harpoon ship going from Sedgehun's port again? Like, I feel like I'm in a time loop.
Yeah, neither of them can really get enough of an advantage. This is like such a close game. I think Sedgehun has the edge. I think like
Yeah.
killing those 3 golems earlier was like huge.
I mean,
but
you're not in this like situation very often where like you don't have a lot of timer, but you have to end the game. I mean, so people don't really know how to end the game in the first place, I feel. But like, you're not gonna figure it out in the middle of a quick play match.
I mean, ending the game is pretty hard when you have like barely enough time to move your units.
Yeah. I mean, eventually the harpoons like went down and Sedgehun had to build a replacement.
yeah, those archers slowly like traded. Actually, all the archers are dead now, so now Sedge should be
Actually,
aggressive
wait.
again.
Now Sneaky can bring that rifle to the left on that beach tile and like cover the entire waterfront.
This almost feels like a stamina match. At some point, somebody will start like getting tired and timing out a lot.
Yeah, someone's gonna go like, "Oh, what time is it? I have a meeting in 20 minutes."
That's also possible. I
know.
was thinking for more like my mind and body can't take this anymore.
I think there was legit a point where like one of the players had to be like, I've got to go in like 30 minutes, so
Yeah, I mean, when you're in this situation and like neither player feels comfortable attacking right now, because like Sneaky doesn't want to push the golems into a Lytra group, and Sedgehun doesn't want to push anything into a Vesper group. So it's pretty hard, but repositioning the dragon again. Oh no, the knight. Get that sweet knight crit onto Forest Mage.
Oh, can that column be finished? Maybe with the archer.
yep. Well, that's
Ooh.
nicely done.
There we go. Exposes quite a bit. And there's a Vesper group too. Like, this would be dangerous to punish against another commander, but Vesper doesn't really care about having to step on the beach tile. Although, Wait, no, Frog still can't pull stuff from Vesper Groove.
Is there even a mage in range to hit a dragon? I might have missed it, but I don't see one yet.
Don't think so. There is a frog, but probably too far. Yeah, Harpy's gonna have to do it.
Yeah, and Harpy doesn't do that much. It's still a
Oh,
decent.
it does quite a bit. Like, you don't want.
Oh,
Oh,
the
we're gonna
group.
see Vesper tier 2 actually. Oh, one of them spawned outside of the group. No! I guess this is where Sneaky's paragraph on like how Vesper tier 2 is dumb and RNG and stuff came from, perhaps.
I don't think it's RNG. It's like the spots closest to see all that are open, right?
Well, I mean, I don't think it's RNG either, but it's pretty obscure how it works.
I think
So,
it's something like the Fire Emblem.
Oh wait, the dragon is
rescue and-
surrounded.
Yeah, that was the point.
Nice.
I think it's something like the Fire Emblem rescue stuff thing, where it's like the closest tile, but it prioritizes some order, like up, left, right, then down, or something like that. Actually, it might be exactly that, because like there was one up and
I
then
mean,
one
you're welcome to go test it and tell me the results.
I mean, imagine testing. I can just speculate forever instead.
Alright, the waterfronts are getting some wind into them again.
And Sneaky's been banking this whole time at 3,500 gold.
I guess they didn't buy last turn because they spent all their time on the attack. And now it's a...
Now
I
he
guess
can buy
this
more
is-
golems so he can
yeah,
lose them.
buy more golems, buy dragons maybe?
There was a dragon as well, I think.
Got a mage, I guess, yeah.
And the Shadow Sisters did like nothing. Nice.
Honestly, I think this is the situation for witch spam, right?
There's
When
never
your
a
opponent
situation for which
is like super scared to attack, you can just mass witches and eventually like, because like they're not attacking, so they can't like really punish it. Because the weakness of witch spam is like if you actually fight before you get all your witches, you're gonna lose.
I think you can on this map specifically because harpoon ships would just
Well,
camp
yeah,
the
I
tower.
guess the harpoons kind of stop that.
Yeah.
I think even if you could, it's still bad.
Wait, but harpoons don't one-shot witches, I believe. So,
They don't.
and the
but-
witches don't need to be full HP to
Oh,
do the
but
witch.
here's the thing
spams.
though: is you lose your builds on your tower that would be used to stop the naval from pushing up. So all of those dragons that were like
I
keeping
mean,
stuff
I
at
don't
bay
think the
before.
witches would be dead buys as either. Like, look at how many dragons are on the map.
Yeah, a few would be nice. But I don't think like real witch spam is ever actually good. I think
Yeah,
that's like
I mean,
a ridiculous
If there
idea.
is a situation like this, is it? I think.
I guess it's the most witch spam is facing.
I think the other one is like fog. You can see witch spam in sometimes, but that's a very different set of circumstances.
It's still weird because like even
Is
if
the
it
play
works,
you
it's
don't
bad.
is the play you don't want to work, so you argue against it.
No, even if there's no way it works though. It's like
yeah, it's
a
exactly what
ridiculous
I'm
idea.
saying.
No, but okay, it's true that I don't want it to be good, but it's also like the theory crafter in me tells me that there's no way it could be good. Like it's just like a way cheaper unit one shots them, and if you want to hex with 10 witches, they need to be close enough to hit stuff. So
Oh,
they're
actually,
all
with
gonna
Vesper.
get one shot in return.
But with Vesper, you can do the witch hex bomb one turn. You groove, and you do it again.
I guess okay. I guess
so you
with
only
Vesper,
need
it's not
5,
like-
and you kill everything. There we go.
Okay, well, I guess Vesper
You-
gets grooved this turn, so she can
Yeah,
just join
Vesper
and...
just got groove mid turn. Nice.
Oh, frog kills
Bro,
something.
great. Let's go.
Smoke and shadows.
Front crit is the one thing you don't watch out for, and it one-shots a lot of stuff, surprisingly.
I keep feeling like Sneaky is a bit behind on unit count.
Yeah. And they are like pushing, so I guess they did the you know they were, I guess the image that comes to mind, and I don't mean disrespect, but it's like when you have two kids like arguing back and forth, and neither one wants to back down on something, and then one of them has to go, okay, I'll attack, I'll be the one pushing, otherwise this is never gonna end.
Yeah, I think
Frog.
I do recall there was a DM I received where like I think like they basically just said I have to go, like I'm just gonna push and like I can't
But I mean,
keep playing this game forever.
it's also easier for Vesper to push than for Lytra.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I also think Vesper is just plain stronger than Lytra. But like, if you allow Lytra to counterattack you like this, then maybe not.
Ooh, chooses to not one-shot the dragon.
Oh, is it
Well, I guess
here
you
too?
can.
Time
Yeah.
to improvise.
And
Alright, get that golem into the building. Oh wait, was there a world where you kill Vesper here? Definitely, right?
If you had like 5 more minutes to think out the rest of this time.
Yep.
She took the time to calc this. The dragon could have just hit Vesper instead, right?
I don't think this was calced though, right? Sedgehun
Well,
was just
yeah,
playing
I
moves
wouldn't
and
have
every
calced in
move.
their situation either, don't. But
Yeah.
like, you know, we have the comfort of the spectator seat, so we can say there was a lethal for sure there.
Oh yeah.
Sedgehun's doing it again with the riverboats.
Very, very likely that there was a lethal. Like 2 witches, dragon, night crit.
Alright, we actually get to see. This is pretty rare. You don't really get to see the naval interact with each other too much in this map, so we're getting spoiled here. There's actually like harpoon versus riverboat action going on.
But yeah, what I was saying before is like for the lethal you need to calc all the moves before you start playing it. Whereas for this attack, I think each and every one of the moves was good on its own. So I don't think Sedgehun calced the whole attack. Obviously no time to do that, but like he was seeing good moves and playing them one after the other, and the final attack ended up being good, of course. Because that's the best you can do with this clock. Just play individually good moves and hope.
Yeah,
the
I
whole
mean, if
turn
you
ends
cap
up
the
being good.
lethal, then like and like you're pretty much committing to that or losing the fight. Because if you cap the lethal and there's no lethal, then you kind of lose because you skip your turn.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of
Yeah,
lethal, I think
sections
we're
like
about to see
Speaking
one
of
right
lethal,
now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
this
the Death
one.
Knight.
This one was pretty easy to calc.
Yeah, I don't even necessarily know if those were needed because you have night crit plus commander hit.
Well, I mean, Sedgehun is one of the players who likes to overkill as much as possible,
My ears.
That's
Yeah.
also fair.
which is good practice actually.
Also good
Ooh.
style.
And Sedgehun finds the lethal. I mean, Sneaky's army was like pretty dead at that point.
Yeah, Sneaky was losing the game. We can see the kill count too, which is like the difference of 15. It looks like a huge difference, but it's actually pretty close just because of how high the numbers are.
Yeah. And there was a lot of things like skipped builds and things like that, so I think Sedgehun had a lot more cheaper units and like Sneaky was just building golems at one point.
Yeah.
But he
There were
lost a
also
bunch of them.
like water and air builds, so like you can't really know what the unit count is really like just from the kill score.
Yeah, true.
But I mean, we can also say like unit count was really in Sedgehun's favor at the end after they won the fight, I guess, which makes sense.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
yeah, when you say kill count difference of 15, it's like 30 versus 15 usually. Now it's not as bad.
yeah, that's ridiculous though. I can't think I've seen a game with this high a death count before. Not in Wargroove 2 anyway, and maybe in Wargroove 1, like it happened like once, but oh
Actually, it's funny. You can tell that Sedgehun grooved the the three golems because the tier 2 effect like adds some deaths that aren't in Sneaky's kill count. So like that those three deaths from Sedgehun that Sneaky didn't kill, that's the three golems.
is it?
Interesting. I was
I
wondering.
would have thought it would be the 3 Vesper grooves, but I don't know. The kill counter isn't 100% accurate, so
No, Vesper group doesn't spawn wait. I'm not sure how it works really. But I know tier 2 effects do that.
It's deaths on Sedgehun's army, so it should be something.
Oh right, never mind. I guess it only does that for Ryota and other commanders, not Lytra.
Well, I'm confused now. I'm more confused than I was before. So anyway,
Perfect.
that was an incredible game. I definitely feel for the players a bit because I'm gonna quote something Spacefront said. Oh, I don't remember the exact quote, but he was basically saying that like Quickplay is not exactly named correctly at times because you definitely get matches like this and there's nothing quick about playing a 3-hour game.
I mean the turns were quick,
Oh, I mean that's true. Oh,
but not the game.
yeah.
I mean, just win the game and the match ends.
But
Or lose, I guess. That also works.
Yeah, when the game ends, it ends.
I have to say the thing that was impressing me a lot in that game though was like even at like turn 30 onwards they were still doing really smart plays with things like frogs, like really taking advantage of like pulling units into positions to get like kills where they wouldn't normally, like pulling units to safety, stuff like that. So
Yeah, it looked like a decent game.
The reactive frog plays aren't really that hard to find. It's like the ones where you have to set up a frog trap or something where you have to spend some time on it.
But it's still about the stamina, right?
Yeah.
We keep thinking for like 3.5 hours or something. Never get a break for more than
I mean,
your
I
enemy's
guess
turn.
it's still shorter than like a full tournament set.
Yeah, but like in a tournament set, you have a break in between. Maybe you get some
That's a
decent
small
breaks.
break.
Yeah, and you can actually take some time. You don't need to keep moving all the time. You can. It's way less turns, even though it might be the same time.
I mean, Sneaky will like feel a lot of pain from this. I mean, probably felt a lot of pain and fatigue from this game, but he's got some pretty nice stamina. We played the Groove of War 8 set. We played all games back to back.
well played to both players, honestly. That was a fantastic game, and especially well played to Sedgehun who takes it. And yeah, there's absolutely if I played a game like this and I lost, I would not feel bad at all because that is an absolutely spectacular game as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, that was magnificent. But we're gonna end it here. We're gonna go to the next game.